We're here with Paul Conley and Portrait of a Drowned Man. Give me a sense of who is in the band. You have 3 guitars and a drum, which is not your normal rock band configuration.
We've always been interested mainly in guitar rock and like seriously loud music, and yeah, it's definitely based in rock, but it's really kind of can take any form.
When did you decide to lose the vocals and just go with the sounds that you could create?
Right from the get-go. I mean, we formed the band initially as an instrumental band, and if you're into instrumental music, there's, obviously no vocals in it. It's been around since the days of classical music, but there's been, rock bands writing instrumental songs in the 60s and 70s, and I think it kind of started becoming more, it's pretty popular nowadays if you look for it.
And do you have recordings out there?
Yes, we do. We do have 2 albums out. Our first album sold out, but we do have copies of our latest EP that's out there called Great Gray, that we recorded up in Sparta with Rich Mattson. And we just finished recording and mastering our latest piece, which is a soundtrack for a film that we've been working on. So we recorded 4 new songs for that, and also includes a couple of our older songs that were used in the film as well.
So for people who don't know, your music is used by a local independent filmmaker named Mike Schultz at this point. You are the soundtrack for parts of Wild Bill's Run,
Yep.
Correct? And Wicker Kittens is coming out.
Yes.
Okay, Wicker Kittens is about competitive jigsaw puzzling.
Correct.
So how does this music support that kind of competition?
Mike approached us with kind of he wanted to use the music in the film, and the person that he was working on the film with also liked the music that he was using from us. So he kind of not seriously asked, would it be, about recording original music for the film, which he was using existing stuff for. So we kept talking about it and ended up, talked to the rest of the band, and everyone was up for the challenge. So yeah, we sat down with his raw footage that had a few of our songs already placed, but for the most part it was just talking, and we picked out characters from the movie and certain scenes that we kind of felt strongly about, and just started writing for what we were seeing.
And now when you play the music, do you see the scene in your head? All of a sudden you know that this is Alice from Sparta, or you know what I mean?
Right. I don't know. I don't personally. I mean, that's where it was rooted in, but we're not much of a recording band. Like we mainly exist to play live, and so when we're playing live, it's kind of, you get wrapped in a lot of whatever the scenario is with that. So it's kind of hard to picture competitive jigsaw puzzling when you're, in a beautiful darkened space.
And tell me a little bit about the songwriting. How does everybody brings their piece to it, or do you come with a melody and this is the structure and let's play with that, or how does it work?
Yeah, I mean, typically Jesse and Justin and I will, either one of us will have, the guitar players will have, something we're working with, and we all kind of build off of that. It's very organic. It always starts as, really loose ideas that just kind of, we just keep layering on top of it until it turns into something we feel is worth continuing to work on. So we do a lot of jamming and a lot of experimenting with, adding and changing sounds.
So here's the big question. Do you ever play the same song the same way twice?
We try to, but so, it always comes out different, and the songs have structure, and they're definitely written with the intent of doing that. But that's why we love playing live so much too. Is if we're having a good time and people are really responding to a certain piece, we can extend it seamlessly. Or if we can tell, I mean, we've paid our dues and have played shows where people have definitely not enjoyed what we do, and we can feel them turning on us. So we also can shorten them very quickly too.
Thank you so much. What a pleasure. I appreciate it.